Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard. We're out here at East Flat Rock Park to play around with the newest plastic from Elevation Discs. This one being their Eco Firm plastic. And I got really interested when I heard about that because Elevation has gotten pretty good about making their plastics at least stiff enough to where it feels comfortable. Like, for example, I think this is a Eco Flex plastic. I can't tell. It says F2 on the bottom, so I'm not sure what that means. But I picked this up and it feels great, even though it's still pretty floppy. But comparing that to Eco Firm plastic, you can see this is so much stiffer. And like I could still bend it in half, do the stuff you expect, but when it pops back into place, you can see it still holds the shape a little bit. So much stiffer than any plastic Elevation has made up to this point. And something pretty interesting I noticed on their website is that they say every disc they've made in this plastic so far has been more stable. I mean, granted, so far they've only made in the Koi and the Arowana. I definitely need to try Arowana in this plastic because I really liked the Arowana when I threw it, and so to have a more stable version of it and for it to be in stiffer plastic sounds really nice. But yeah, I figured just bring these two out here, play around with them real quick, see if there's any differences. Because they say on the website it still has the same effects as a lot of the other discs in their lineup. It just feels stiffer in the hand. The only thing I am worried about with these is with it being stiffer, that also increases the chance of it tearing, which I know Elevation's not really that bad about, but be curious to see if I were to hit a tree like early in the flight, if it were to do any damage to it. But let's go and get in the round and find out. All right, guys, for hole one, go to par three, 250 feet. You see the basket straight ahead. Typically, you want to go for like a wide hyzer, but these aren't fast enough for that. So I'm going to go straight down the middle with both of them. Try and hit the gap on the left side of the basket. I know the Koi is supposed to be understable based off the flight numbers, but I'm not really sure how understable. I'd be curious to see. From what it said on the website, I'm assuming the Eco Flex one will be pretty flippy, and then the Eco Firm will probably not turn at all. But we'll go with the Eco Flex first. Oh, yeah. God, that was so pretty. See if I can do that again. Well, get to test out the durability right away. Well, so far so good. Didn't notice any damage, but let's try that again. I want to see how this thing's going to fly. Okay, so it is kind of flippy. That's good to know. Well, I was hoping to test out the new plastic as a putting putter, but it's a little too easy for myself. All right, guys, for hole two, another par three at 250 feet. See the basket straight ahead on the left. I think we'll do pretty much the same thing I did in the last hole. Try and throw it to the left with the disc turn a little bit. Really just got to decide if I want to go inside or outside of this tree in the middle of the gap. So I think if I go inside of it, I'll need to throw it on a little bit of hyzer so it won't turn all the way over. We'll try that. Go more direct at the basket. Try and put this on just a touch of hyzer. Oh, that's so nice. It might be a little short, but still, that's so pretty. Ah, nope, early. All right, now I actually get a chance to test these things out as putting putters. Ah, dang. Ooh, there it is. All right, guys, for hole three, got a par three, 155 feet. Basket's just right there. I do have a little bit of a gap, but it looks like they took out some of the trees on the left side of the gap, so kind of opens that up, and it's pretty tempting to try and throw that line with these discs. With it only being 150 feet, I probably shouldn't try and go that way. I'll just try and go hyzer down the middle. Oh, come on. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Yes. Oh, I was picturing in my head the whole time, too. It was just going to flip up and push straight. Oh, let's go. All right, well, I think I could just go ahead and end the video here because I don't think I could really do much else to show you why I need to go get you one of these EcoFirm kois. But I guess we'll keep playing to finish out the round. Because now we're on hole 4. This one's a par 3. I think it's 218 feet. I think that's the long position. You see the basket up here on the right. I guess I'm going to have to throw both of them high and with a little bit of anhyzer and just see if I can get them to coast to the right. Never really come out of it. That looks really good. Oh, I had to say that. Dang. There we go. Got it past those branches. Looks like it's parked. Wait a little bit. Oh, nope. All right, guys. Hole 5. We got a par 3, 164 feet. Basket's right there. This hole is pretty much made for the kois because directly behind the basket, the ground starts to slope away. So it's very important to throw a shot that you know will sit as soon as it hits the ground. Try to decide if I want to. I'll run. I'll do a little run up. Just try not to put too much power into this. I said try not to put too much power into this, and I threw it 100 feet past the basket. And then I tried to hyzer flip it, and now it's going to fade out. Still way better than my first shot, though. Oh, gosh, I thought I did it. All right, guys, hole 6. Got a par 3, 210 feet, I think. Yeah, one up here, tucked off to the right. Going to be a similar shot to what I threw on hole 4. Maybe a little bit anhyzer high. Just let it coast back to the right. Oh, it slipped. Still not bad, though. I can jump putt that at least. There we go. Much better. Oh, keep throwing out to the right. It's not going to fade. All right, guys, for hole 7, another par 3. This one's 191 feet. You can see the basket straight ahead. This would be another really cool ace to get, so let's go ahead and get another one. Turned it too much. Kick off something somehow. Nope. I'm gonna go hyzer flip. Come on. Ah, dang. All right, guys, for hole 8, another par 3. This one's 205 feet. See the basket straight ahead, which will probably be the gap we're going for, just straight at the basket. I probably could go for a wide hyzer, but that just feels like a bad idea with these discs because odds are I'm going to end up missing long, and there's OB Creek back there. Plus, the grass on this right side's never really cut, so it'd be pretty easy to lose a disc back there. So we'll either go, yeah, probably just at the trees on the left side of the basket, get it to turn off of them, push straight. Might put them on a little bit of hyzer, so maybe they won't turn all the way over. Nope, not high enough. That's the shot shape I wanted, though. Dang. That's kind of it, but that's too far right. Hopefully I'll be able to find that. Okay, so luckily I got up to here to where I have a putt. I'm going to have to kind of jam this one because I got to go under this branch. Nope. All right, guys, we're on hole 9, final hole of the video. This one is a par 3, 193 feet. Basket's just straight ahead. I do have plenty of room off to the left. But something I've noticed with these discs is that if you throw them flat, they're just going to act almost like a forehand, where like they just push straight for a while and have like a gentle turn. So I need to throw this on hyzer for any kind of straight shot. I can even kind of aim out to the left a little bit and throw them on hyzer, like flip and ride right if I do it just right. But with it going uphill, I'm just going to try and get them to go dead straight at the basket. Nope. Turn all the way over. It is interesting though that Eco Firm koi is definitely more stable than this one, because you can see there at the end it actually like flattened out and pushed straight. This one doesn't do that at all. This one just kind of flips up and rides whichever direction you put it on. Ooh, I got good height on that one. You see, I had to throw it so much higher, and it just had the same flight as the Eco Firm. They both ended up right on top of each other too. All right, guys, that finishes up our round out here with the Eco Firm koi. As you can tell, I had a ton of fun with this thing today. This is the first time I've really ever thrown a koi with, like, most of the time when you throw kois, you're not really throwing them for the flight of the disc. You're throwing them for that rubbery effect where it's going to hit and stick. But this is the first time where I've thrown it like off the tee and stuff like that, and I had no idea how nice this disc was. Granted, I'm assuming this is like the most stable run of koi. I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comments. But when it comes to comparing these two, it's pretty interesting because they didn't fly too dissimilar. Like if you saw in the last hole, the only difference was maybe this one's a touch more stable. But the biggest difference I could tell was the fact that like this one does have that little bit of give in the flight plate, whereas this one just doesn't really. And this felt more like a regular throwing putter, whereas this felt like this is a rubber disc. I'm going to have to throw it a little bit differently, because a lot of times with these more flimsy discs, you really need to slow down your arm speed and really focus on snapping your wrist, so you're getting a lot of spin without too much arm speed. But with this one, I didn't have to do that at all. I could just treat this like a normal throwing putter. And it was pretty nice for putting. Granted, I did putt well with both of them, but this one was especially nice, especially considering with my style of putt, where I'm going from high to low. You're going to get a lot of wobble with especially stuff like this. But that wasn't really an issue with this thing. So if you were interested in trying to putt with the elevation putters, this thing would definitely be the way to go. I really want to get a hold of one of the arowanas in this plastic, because if this thing is this nice, the arowana is going to be so nice. Because I had it in, I think it was this plastic, the Eco Flex plastic, and I loved it. So having it in a stiffer, more overstable plastic is going to be so nice. But I'll make sure to have a link in the description if you want to go pick one of these things up. Y'all go support Elevation. They're doing a lot of really cool stuff, because I believe all the plastics with Eco in the front are recycled plastic. So anytime we can support a company that's doing something like that, we definitely want to do it. So y'all go check them out. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and y'all have a good one.